This is Bricktown Silver. Welcome to my mind. You have entered the BS zone. Hey, we're just kind of having a playtime here today. The old Morgan girls have got this slide that old mailman AG sent me, and then they're having a time of their life. And they just keep on playing. Hey, there's some stuff around here that's kind of disturbing me. Got Ricky Bobby really upset. He's down in the mine just working his monkey tail off. Well, he ain't got much of a tail because he got caught in the machinery a while back and got it ripped off, but he's got a stub there. Anyway, that's beside the point. But the Morgan girls are loving this here slide, you know, and even they've even let some of the Liberty girls come in. And you Liberty girls, I know you like your Liberty and stuff, but hold them skirts down when you get down that slide there, because you know what? We got the Benjamin boys coming around, and every time you girls is around, we got the Benjamin boys there, so just kind of take it easy. And boy, Mailman AG, we just been having a ball ever since we got this. And I know you said that me and Fish ought to get over this stuff, you know, and that's kind of got me on my mind there, you know. I've tried to make up with Fish. I tried to get him to apologize to Gus, you know, back. We really think Fish was behind him, the cave-in that started all this mess. And Fish never would apologize. Matter of fact, he tried to take Gus's silver. We know that for sure by now. If he didn't do it, he hired some people to do it. We caught a couple of them old boys, and they were loyal to Fish. They took the secret to the grave with them. Anyway, it was known that Mr. Big was getting his percentage out of that stuff, though. So we know who Mr. Big is. It's Mr. Big Fish. And anyway, yeah, we found out his motive now. What's going on here with Speedy? You know, after he tried to get Gus, he tried to get me, and he sent the COVID into the camp here, and that's what caused old Chief his life. He died because he got that COVID. They got the mob all mixed up. You know, Chief Fish is part of the mob. He's in the mafia, part of the mob. You know, all these stories. You go back and look at these videos that Fish has been putting out. And the ones that I put out, you can know the truth, and the truth will set you free. But Fish, he went to trial over the death of Speedy. Now he's saying Pancho killed Speedy, but we know who gave the order there. And then he's saying that I killed Harry, which I had a little part in that, you know. He sent Harry to town to kill Bricktown again, and we caught him. And he confessed. We had him locked up, and we thought we'd just see what he would do if we let him out. And he got out, and he tried to steal some silver out of the store there, and they had a trap, and real Speedy really caused his own death. But you know, we got a hairball there that the cat spit up, and we're liable to bring Harry back. So Fish, we can just pick your story apart no matter what. Yeah, anything you say, we got the truth. And anyway, now he's made this what do you call it, an executive order. He's calling it a will and testament. We know what that is. He broke out his pen, and he's got his little troops around behind him, and he wrote this executive order, and he's called it the last will and testament. Well, he called it a testimony, so we know that Fish is behind it, because Fish can't put two and two together. You know that. You've seen his videos where he can't add, and sure ain't gonna put three and three together, because we can pick his story apart no matter what it is. But this is that executive order that Fish wrote. That's his handwriting. We know who wrote that. He ain't as smart as he thinks he is. Anyway, well, I'm getting a little bit confused there, but anyway, he brought these guys in town. Here's the bunch he brought in now. You see the big guy there. He's got a heavy Russian accent. There's Senor Pancho with the gold, and there's Speedy. I think he's a Chinese knockoff. And it looks like he ate Lucy. These guys are definitely not related to Speedy. Never heard of him. He never talked about him. You tell me. You know, it's just getting worse and worse. You know, Fish was pardoned over all this stuff. He had a chance to redeem himself, turn from his wicked ways, and he chose to go right back into the way he always was. You know, you know, if I was ever pardoned, especially by DJ, I would count that as a blessing and never go back to the woods. But you know, you ever seen that show, The World's Dumbest Criminals? Well, I ain't saying Fish would qualify for that, but he might. Anyway, he claims I killed Harry, which is false. You can look at the videos. He's even showed a video where Harry got smacked in the trap. Now, you didn't see my hand in there. Anyway, I kind of wonder about Fish and, you know, his mother. Does his mother really know what Fish has been up to this last year? I'm not sure. If anybody knows Fish's mother, I'll tell you, just have a talk with her. Maybe she'll have a talk with Fish. You know, otherwise, the only alternative that I could come up with is send him to the same school that KK went to. You know, here's where KK went to. We could send Fish there. And I'm just hoping maybe Piffs or Sarge, one of those guys would be able to come and help Fish get his life straightened out. I mean, I'm praying for Fish. But, you know, I'll tell you, Ricky wants to get a vigilante posse after Fish. Fish better not show up in the Bricktown swimming pool this year, or he's had it. Gus came to town and stopped all this mess, but they've got him banned on Twitter now, so I don't know. He ain't said nothing lately, but he said this stuff's got to stop. Ricky Bobby says, bring it on. I'm just ranting on and on. I mean, this has really got me upset. But, you know, Gus has been silenced on Twitter because of Fish, Mr. Big, or whatever you want to call him, and all these executive orders that he's putting out. And it's just getting worse and worse. And Mailman AG, I'm sorry that me and Fish can't make up. You know, I tried to get along with Fish. You know, but he come up there that one time and wanted everybody to roast him. And I thought he was serious, so I roasted him, and man, he's had it out for me ever since. So if he ever has another roast, if I was you guys, I'd stay out of that. And I know Speedy. Now, well, let's go back to the will, now, or the executive order, the will and testament, whatever you say it is. But you know, Mr. Peanut has been working on Speedy. And Speedy has gave signs of being able to talk. When we run him through the experiment there, he didn't mention Fish. That's the only thing he said was Fish. And anyway, we know that Speedy can be brought back. We're pretty sure. Now now Fish has already divvied up all of his stuff. And I know Mr. Big got his percentage out of it. Nobody's saying who it went to, but we know that there's a percentage going to Mr. Big. Anyway, Speedy, he's going to need that money. He's going to need that gold and silver, because he's going to have a lot of rehabilitation to go through. I know we can send him a little bit over to the St. Jude's Hospital, and they'll help him out quite a bit. But the way Fish has done Speedy, or had so-called Senor Paucho take care of Speedy, we know that he's going to have probably a lifelong rehabilitation thing there, or he's going to have probably some of these Morgan girls as nurses. He's just going to need a whole lot of help, and he needs his estate, and Fish is divvying up his estate. And I advise you guys, go back. You go back and look at any of Bricktown's videos from when the cave-in at Gus happened, all the way up to today. You go look at everything that this Mr. Big Fish has to say, and you guys can determine the truth. You can see it right there. Who's the good guys, who's the bad guys. But like I say, I'm willing to forgive. But gosh, he's got to quit doing this stuff to us. You know, he's got to change his ways. Anyway, I've run this thing on long enough, and the Franklins and the Liberty girls and they can play on this slide here all they want to. Like I say, the Liberty girls need to keep their skirt down when they're going down it. The Morgan ladies, they're needing to get back to the work. You know, they're hanging out here today because it's a celebration today. You know, I don't know if you all know or not, but I've hit 250 plus now, and we're just having a good time. And Mailman AG donated this slide to the park, and today we're just having a good time. We're trying to have a good time, but you know, when Fish keeps putting out this negative vibes or whatever you call, he's just kind of ruining the atmosphere here in Bricktown, and we'd just like for him to stop it, confess to what he did. Maybe he could help, you know, instead of taking everything Speedy has earned for his whole life. How come he don't help and try to get Speedy back? And well, you know, well, I'm going to leave it there. This is Bricktown Silver. God bless America. Pray for Speedy. Pray for Fish. Long live the Republic.